Our top focus, the depths of Antarctica, Earth's frozen south, is raising fresh alarm in a warning to all of us. All because of a warming climate. Meltwater from Antarctica is now expected to contribute significantly to rising seas. But something strange happened in the past too. A new study reveals a chilling truth. The West Antarctic ice sheet shrank dramatically 8,000 years ago, with parts thinning by 450 meters in just 200 years. To put that in context, the Empire State Building stands at 380 meters. This essentially means that Antarctica could melt faster than previously thought. According to the study published in the journal Nature, researchers have shown that the Wilkes subglacious basin in Antarctica, which holds enough ice to raise global sea levels by several meters, could be closer to runaway melting than anyone realized. The rapid ice loss observed in the study is particularly concerning given the current rate of global warming. While the 200-year time frame for the melt event may seem distant, it is crucial to remember that the Earth's climate system can shift rapidly under certain conditions. Ice cores are like frozen time capsules made up of layers of ice that formed as snow and then compacted over thousands of years. They hold air bubbles, holding secrets about our planet's past. Researchers carefully drill and pull out the ice from beneath by studying these tiny air pockets and dust particles. Scientists can see how the environment changed over thousands of years in this frozen landscape.
Let us understand that Antarctica is the refrigerator of the world. So what we want to see is how climate change is affecting the refrigerator of the world and how this affects the amount of nutrients in the sea.
Antarctica holds 70% of the world's freshwater reserves. It plays a crucial role in regulating Earth's climate and ocean currents. Its ice sheets act like giant dams, holding back vast amounts of water. If they melt significantly, coastal communities worldwide would face inundation. Let's move on now. The temperature records keep on coming. This January was the hottest on record at 1.7 degrees Celsius above the pre-industrial average for the month. And this was according to the European Union's Copernicus Climate Change Service. The European Weather Agency further states that the previous warmest January that was recorded was 4 years ago. Now that is back in 2020. The organization also reports that the global mean temperature for the past 12 months was above the pre-industrial level, which means that the average global surface temperature was more than 1.5 degrees Celsius above the 1850 to 1900 average. With 2024 starting with another record-breaking month, scientists say the rapid reduction in greenhouse gas emissions is the only way to stop global temperatures from rising. Remember, at the Paris climate meeting in 2015, countries pledged to try to stop the global temperature rising above the 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels mark. But now, climate scientists say that they will not regard this limit as it has been breached multiple times. The long-term average global temperature has remained above this level for a number of years now. The long-term global average is rising in line with the projections of climate models. However, the extremely rapid warming in the past year or two has so far surpassed expectations, which is a big concern. A popular ski resort in central Italy is lying idle this winter. Wondering why? Well, spring-like temperatures have left entire mountains snowless, and businesses and residents are blaming climate change for the same. Italian mountains are now unusually green rather than white, with snow during one of the warmest winters in the country's history. Ski lifts are switched off on the grass of Mount Terminillo, which is normally a favorite destination of skiers from the capital, Rome. This year, the shops and bars are nearly all closed, with no one coming to rent equipment or buy a hot drink on the way to the slopes. Snow cannons lie abandoned as the high temperatures have even made it impossible to produce artificial snow using a cannon. Rising temperatures threaten the skiing industry worldwide, but Italy, with its many relatively low-altitude resorts in the Alpines as well as the Alps, is particularly badly affected. Italy are set to use the Milano Cortina Weather Olympics in 2026 to showcase their iconic winter sports destinations. But with dwindling snowfall, a growing number of resorts is now considering alternative sources of tourist revenue. And this comes as the Copernicus Climate Change Service called January this year as the warmest January on record globally. In a step forward to study the oceans, the air and the ongoing climate change of our planet Earth, the US space agency NASA has successfully launched the PACE satellite aboard a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket early on Thursday. Now, PACE is a short form for Plankton Aerosol Cloud Ocean Ecosystem. This aims to study the exchange of carbon dioxide between the ocean and the atmosphere. Within minutes of its launch, NASA also confirmed that it had received a signal from the satellite. This marks the first US government mission in over 60 years that targets a polar orbit from Cape Canaveral. According to reports, the launch also comes following a break since 1960 due to safety concerns stemming from a debris incident in Havana. We all know that the atmosphere is changing and carbon dioxide levels have increased. Places are getting even warmer than they used to be. The deeper dive that we will take into the relationships between land, ocean and atmosphere, the more we will realize that we don't know enough. Now, NASA's new satellite will help to take a deeper dive and explore the unknown insides of these oceans. The PACE mission and its suite of instruments will gather new data on these interconnected Earth systems. PACE will help improve the understanding of these complex connections and how these systems are affected in a changing climate. The color of the oceans can reveal a great deal about how our planet's systems are changing. In order to continuously monitor how sunlight interacts with elements in seawater, PACE is equipped with the Ocean Color Instrument, or OCI. The OCI will provide greater insights on why and how these oceans are changing color. Further, with the use of PACE data, scientists will be able to uncover intricate connections between the land, sea and the atmosphere that will affect future generations, as well as help us understand the changes that we observe in our own day-to-day lives. Moving on now, it seems climate change may soon be responsible for the disappearance of the ARL Sea. Located in Central Asia, it was once one of the largest inland bodies of water, and many people prospered because of this water body. Now, that may soon be changing. Now, our next report will get you more details. Have a look.
Located between Kazakhstan to its north and Uzbekistan to its south, the ARL Sea today is a quarter of its former size. For decades, this was a region that held meters-long fish that were shipped across the former Soviet Union. From canning factories to luxury resorts, there was ample employment for the thousands of migrants that had moved here from across Asia and Europe.
Everyone laughed and said that it would take several million years. Back then, no one could imagine that the sea would dry up.
According to a UN report, dust storms, rising global temperatures, and intensifying wind erosion are destroying the glaciers the sea's rivers rely on. The remaining water is getting saltier and evaporating faster. Melting ice and changing river flows may further destabilize drinking water supply and food security, the report warns, and hydropower plants could suffer. A large part of this catastrophe also owes itself to a dike project led by Kazakhstan in 2005 and the cotton-picking industry that sapped water resources. Adding to this, the discovery of oil and natural gas in ARL's seabed has led to the development of gas production facilities. This has also shifted the Uzbekistan government's focus from the sea's restoration. A sad sight for what was once a flowing ocean of life. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
WION World is One is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.